We'll ask Coach Crean to make an opening statement, then go to questions for the student athletes. Coach?
But we made a couple of comebacks in this game, and we did an excellent job with that, and every time we made that comeback with what was working for us, we got away from it. And we had some critical turnovers at key times. We had some critical second shots we gave up at key times. And the biggest story for us is we've been defending the three the last 6-7 games at an incredibly high level. And today we didn't. We didn't. And they got some kick-out threes and things of that nature, but we got away from what had really been making us better. And we started to overhelp again and trying to cover for one another when there was no need to do it. And those are the things we just can't do. I mean, it's possession by possession games. And there were times we got the pace going in a good way. Then there were other times we've just got to bear down and play. And they're all correctable because they're all things that but they're areas of things that we just have to be very, very consistent with. But Wisconsin played very well. They shot the ball very well. And they made some open ones. They also made some tough ones. There's no doubt about that. And they answered the bell every time we made a comeback. But the biggest disappointment is every time we had something working, like I said, to come back in it, we didn't stick with it enough.
Questions for the student athletes right out here?
Cody, this was a goal, but probably not the goal. The goal starts next week in the NCAA tournament. Despite the loss, how do you guys feel going into that event?
I mean, obviously, we want to get this win today. We'll learn from it. We'll figure out what we did wrong. We'll make the corrections and get ready for next week. 'Cause that's when it's most important.
Right in front.
Cody, this is also for you. In the first game against Wisconsin at Assembly Hall, you had 18 points in that first half. What was different about the way they played you in this game?
Nothing too big. I mean, I always want to be aggressive. They do a nice job inside of not fouling. They, clog the lane a lot. So, it just weren't falling as well as they were.
Other questions for student athletes? Let's go right here to Bob. All right, Bob, we'll get to you.
For any of you guys, how frustrating was it? You guys made a couple charges at them, and then they would respond right away. I mean, how frustrating is it to claw back in a game and then see them, gain some more separation?
Victor, would you take that one, please?
It was tough. Credit them; they did a great job down the stretch, and we had some key turnovers, like Coach said, that that we got to look back and see what we did wrong and fix it, and get ready for the NCAA tournament.
Right here.
Victor, how comfortable are you that this team is playing its best basketball at the right time of year?
A little bit. Like Cody said, we really wanted to win this one. We're going to have to go back and watch the film and see what we did wrong and correct it and get ready for the big tournament because we want to be successful in that as well.
Back here.
Christian, are you a little shocked with what Ryan Evans has done the 2 times that you guys have played against him? I mean, he's a guy who's struggled so much from the field, but it seems the 2 times he's played you guys, he's just been a different player.
Oh, yeah, we made some tough shots. And, we tried to take the ball out of his hands, stuff like that. But he made some tough shots, and, hats off to him.
Anything else for the student athletes? Right in front here.
For any of you guys, how much do you think that other teams are going to look at Wisconsin, the way they've played you guys, as a blueprint for how to game plan for your team?
Cody, would you take that, please?
I mean, teams have been trying to slow it down on us all year. We always want to speed up the pace, and with our pressure, and if we're getting after them on the defensive end, getting deflections, then that's how we want to play. So we did do enough of that, enough of speeding up the pace tonight, which is why we got beat.
Okay, stay over here.
This is for any of you. At any point that you feel like the problem on offense could be just a stagnant ball movement, there were some spectacular times you guys looked like you were reversing the ball, and then Wisconsin would answer those charges. It seemed like the ball slowed down a little bit.
Christian?
Oh, yeah, well, we knew what we had to do. We knew we had to move the ball in order to be successful against Wisconsin. And, we just tried to, force the ball in and stuff like that. So, it happened.
We can take one more for these guys if there is one. Anybody? Okay, thank you, fellas. You may return to the locker room. Again, the Indiana locker room's open until 3:35. Question for Coach Crean. Start back here.
Coach, this is 12 in a row for Wisconsin over Indiana. Is there any explanation for that? I mean, I know you guys had some lean years as you rebuilt the program, but they seem to really give you guys problems.
They're a very good team, extremely well coached, disciplined, great staffs, inside, outside scoring, great balance. They're just an all-around great team. They are excellent team. Have been for a long, long time. As long as he's the coach there, they will be.
Right in front.
Hi, Coach. The last time I saw you, what turned maybe the focus away from the game a little bit was your first year in Indiana at the end of the season. You won your first conference game, and when you were struggling since then, all these years later, can you give me a sense of why you guys are where you're at right now? You're coming into a very high seed. You're probably going to have a really good run in the tournament. Has there been one thing you can point to over the years that's brought you to this point?
Consistency of work habits. You know, getting a better team constantly because the talent upgrades, but most importantly because the work ethic continues to get better.
Tom, same question I asked Victor. Are you comfortable that your team is playing its best basketball right now?
Well, we just need to improve. The bottom line is there's certain things we can get better at. So that's an awful tough question when you get beat today like this. But if you'd asked me the question yesterday, I probably would have had a different answer. But we didn't play as well today. And so it's just a matter of going and looking at the film, making the corrections that we need to make, and moving forward.
Out here on the aisle.
Tom, how much stock do you put into winning a conference tournament when you're trying to win a national championship? I think at 2003, you guys didn't win the CUSA tournament, did you? And then
Yeah,
still
I'm not sure. That's a hypothetical in the sense of 2003. My mindset is you try to win every game and take the next one as it comes, and certainly we would have liked to have won it, but it doesn't undo what we've done at this point. To this point, it doesn't undo any of that. And we've had an excellent season, and there's room for growth. There's no doubt about that. But we would have liked to have played better today, no question.
Coach, you had an extended conversation with Coach Ryan. Can you talk at all about what you said to
I
him?
told him he was a great coach. Always looked up to him and what he's done in his program. I hope they go a long way in the NCAA tournament, and hope his father starts feeling better.
We'll take two more here on the aisle.
Coach, Bill Carmody got fired today from Northwestern. I'd just like to know your thoughts about a fellow Big Ten coach.
Well, first thing that came to my mind is when Rob Ryan lost his job with the Dallas Cowboys, he said he'd be out of work about 5 minutes. I doubt Bill Carmody will say that, but that should be the case. He's a great basketball coach. He's done a phenomenal job at that university. He did a phenomenal job long before that. He should be one of the more higher demand coaches, and all anybody needs to look at is what Bruce Weber has done this year at Kansas State after leaving Illinois. And Bill Carmody should get the same opportunity at some other league. There's a lot of prestigious leagues out there, and get an opportunity to coach in it, and I'd be shocked if he didn't have great success. He is I don't know him well personally. I know him enough to have great respect for him. But what I see on film and going against him, I have incredible respect for him.
Last one right out here.
On quick turnaround, the different styles that you guys played over the past couple of days, how does that prep the team for the tournament? How did it help?
I think it always helps. Yeah, I think it's a matter of understanding. But we didn't do some of the things that we do on a consistent basis today. And that hurt us as much as anything. They played an outstanding game, but like we said at the beginning, I mean, you've got to understand what got you there, and we did a great job coming back, and then we got away from that a little bit. But we can play better. We will play better. We have played better, and we're going to go find out next week.
Coach, thank you.